Yo, what up, Street Dogs? There, Kim. Alright, so, the thought. So, just gonna throw some more like philosophical turbo thoughts at y'all. So, what is art? Why is art important? And stuff like that. So, first and foremost, my definition of art is anything that you do with fun purposefully and things which give you personal meaning. Now, it is of my belief that I don't think there's anything such thing as good art or bad art. To me, it's either authentic or inauthentic. So the difference between authentic art and inauthentic art is if you're creating authentic art, you're legitimately creating artworks that you care about and which you love, and you're trying to share that joy with others. Now, where do we generally tend to fail? I think we generally tend to fail when we spend too much time concerning ourselves with the opinions of others, whether we're pleasing others and so forth. So, remember, you're the author, you're the creator, and whenever you pursue anything in life, it's most likely you'll always find somebody to criticize you, hate you, and stuff like that. Now, it's not your care whether others like you or not, or what you do or not. It's kind of your goal to enjoy what you're doing or not, or whether you find it beautiful and meaningful. And I feel like if that's the case, then it's all justified. And especially in today's world, and this is one thing I've been thinking about, is that we're kind of living in like a simulated universal basic income world right now. And I think actually what's causing a lot of people existential angst is that people have so much free time, and now that they can't go to the club or get money and stuff like that, I think most people just don't know what they want to do with their lives. And what's the consequence if you don't know what to do with your lives? You just kind of fall into this like existential dread, nihilism. You're just like, what's the point of all this? So, I mean, I think I figured out the answer, at least for myself, is the point is just to make more art. And it's kind of the whole process of making art. It's an iterative process, meaning there's no ultimate end goal, and you just got to keep doing it till you die. And don't worry so much on whether others like it or not. And don't allow yourself to become such a square. And I think this is the funny thing too, is like at this point, I don't really care to be quote productive. It's just, I like to walk a lot. I like to go out. I like to share my thoughts. I like to take along my camera, and yeah, I don't really care whether others watch it or not. I don't care if others find it interesting or not. Is that I just have a deep joy just sharing these ideas with you, and I hope that my authenticity comes through. And I think that's the hard thing that comes. This is the hard thing to come by in modern day life, is finding people who are genuine. Genuine meaning, like, when you hear people's opinion, is that really their opinion of what they really think? Or is it something that we've just been spoon-fed to think that we should care about and believe in? And the great thing I'm really enjoying about shooting this kind of 4K 60 FPS on the Lumix G9 is that as I'm walking with you and I just see kind of nice things, I could just kind of record and share it with you along the way. And like I said in one of my prior videos, this is the ultimate reality vlogging, no editing, just streaming it live to you. Now, consider, like, well, one thing I want to ask you is that, like, what's your first memory of making art? Was it when you were a kid? Was it when, something else? I'm not, I smell something good. So I'm not really 100% sure what your first personal life experience was in terms of making art. But for me, it was kind of just a chance for me to paint, draw, and then I don't actually even know why I enjoyed making art. All I knew is that I enjoyed it for doing it for the sake of it, and I never really cared to please anybody with it. It's just I just did it out of my own personal interest, and stuff like that, rather than trying to get the approval of my mom or something like that. Also, the good thing with when it rains, you can see people with umbrellas, which is always a fun detail. So yeah, so as a kid, I don't know, I think I was just like drawn to visual images, and I think most kids are. I mean, like, I liked Boba Fett, I remember liking Pokemon and Gyarados, and a piece of paper I would like sketch or draw or try to trace or copy, imitate it. And so in some ways, we artists, we learn through imitation or mimesis. I think Peter Thiel follows this guy named something, Rene Girard or something. It's like he has a theory of mimesis, which is like humans learn by imitation, mimicking others, which totally makes sense to me. And so then comes the question, who or what shall one imitate or mimic? Then I guess the question is, nice dogs!
Thank you. Yeah, lovely camera.
Thank you. Are the dogs waterproof?
I hope so.
Nice.
We'll find out soon enough.
All right. And yeah, so for me, it's just like imitate or emulate what you personally like, because all of us, we have different tastes. So you like, I kind of grew up with watching a certain type of pop culture than you, obviously, and I'm in a different position than you are. And so everyone's tastes and aesthetics are different. So why would we try to make our society more monocultural and try to get everyone to think and act and behave the same way? To me, it's kind of a silly notion. I think it's far more interesting for us to just pursue your own artistic vision, what your taste is, what you like, and don't care so much about the taste or the cake of others. So I really think that when it comes to art and stuff like that in between, document what you like, photograph what you like, create what you like looking at, and let everyone else decide the rest.